Hey, YouTube, back at again with another reaction, man. Today we're gonna be reacting to Shay, man. Shay Club, man. Interview Lil Yachty on Mariah, Scientist, Drake, LeBron, Nicki Minaj, Kanye, Cardi B, and exclusive purchases. We're gonna be talking about all those things, Lil Yachty, man. Let's get into a reaction, man. Yeah, you got that shit on. Got a little polo John with the other polo on top, with the other polo on top. You feel me? I'm really having it my way. You feel me? With the ring, with the two buses. It's nigga, it's a million in my earlobes right now. You feel me? That's what they nigga talking about. But getting to reaction, I'm gonna stop you after y'all ears off.
Hello, welcome to another episode of Club
He probably get a cosign from them. I don't, Chad.
Shay. I am your host, Shannon Sharp. I'm also the proprietor of Club Shay. Stopping by for conversation and a drink today is a creative force
Hold on, they might cut that part out. So let me pause a little bit.
who love experimenting with music, fashion, and business. A trailblazer in contemporary hip hop, a cultural influencer, a leading figure for brands, a global hit maker, Grammy-nominated rapper, multi-platinum selling artist, chart-topping producer, respected songwriter, multi-talented actor, director, composer, lyricist, creator,
Chad, I
entertainer,
can't wait till that nigga
host,
give me
interviewer, media personality, and a model. A versatile businessman,
interests.
viral trendsetter, a new wave icon, voted one of the best dressed rappers of his generation, a dynamic force, and he the homie, Atlanta bred,
And he
Lil
the
Yachty.
Damn.
That's you?
Yeah. That was fire.
That's you. I appreciate that, bro.
That was fire.
You know what?
like
I know
that.
you don't drink, so bro, we gonna toast this water, get this
Yeah.
thing off right.
Yeah. There we go.
Damn, can't get mine off. Appreciate you stopping by,
Yes,
man.
sir. Of course. On this snowy day.
Yeah, man. I'm getting on this old Shay right quick.
Give him that shade real
Celebrate
quick.
the new year with a bottle of Shay, bottle of Forte. Let's get right into it. Thank you for pulling up to the club today. Cut your hair.
Yeah, it did.
Bro, I mean,
Yeah.
because a lot of things are tied to their hair. You see, when people go to different hairstyles,
Yeah.
they're in a different phase of their life and they want to try something new.
Mm-hmm.
What are you signifying? What are you saying by cutting your hair?
Truth be told, it was just damaged. My hair was damaged. I kept bleaching it, coloring it, and so it was real damaged. Then I got tired of I had a box,
Okay.
so I ain't had a side. So I was like, man, I wanna grow my whole hair. And to be honest, I've been growing my hair since I was in like 10th, 11th grade.
Okay.
You know, so like almost 14 years ago. So I was like, I just cut it off.
Trying to do something different?
Yeah, like I mean, I think for so long I was so like embedded into my hair, and it was like, I could never not have hair. I could never. And I think I just woke up one day and was like, you know?
When you color it,
Yeah.
what is the color? Because you, like you said, you used to bleach your hair. You had it red. You had a lot of different colors. So what does your hair mean to Lil Yachty?
I mean, to be honest, man, so I had braids in high school.
Okay.
And they were black. And my mom, I got to the age where I was able to work. And my mom was like, you need to get a job. And she wanted me to get a job at McDonald's at 15.
Okay.
And my mom is a businesswoman, real professional. Like she don't play. So my mom was like, I had these long black braids. And she was like, you can't go in there with those long braids. You need to look professional. You need to cut your hair. I had an interview at McDonald's.
Look professional even at McDonald's, huh?
Exactly, right? and I had never worked before, so I'm assuming my mama knows she's talking about she got a good job. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I really didn't want to because my hair is what separated me from people. But I was like, all right, my mama knows she's talking about. I cut my hair. Did the interview, got the job the first day, and everyone had crazy hair. I'm talking about they had all kind of colors and braids, and so I came home and I was so upset. And I was like, Mom, you made me cut my hair, and everybody got hair. You know, it's McDonald's, and she felt bad. And so one day we were driving, she was taking me to work, and she was like, why don't you do something to him? I'm like, what? And she's like, color it red. And I think she don't think I was gonna actually do it.
Right.
Because at the time, you gotta understand, it's like 2013. It wasn't a thing. You know, the most that there was in like African American culture for men was like a blonde patch. Because Wiz Khalifa did like the blonde patch with the black. But color.
Nigga, if you was there, you didn't have to be there for that blonde patch era. I have my blonde patch era, chat.
Her hair wasn't a thing.
Chat. Look. You see me right there? Let me right there. Right there in that corner. Should I tap on it? Yeah. You see that chat right there? Here, I'm gonna just. Look, man. Before I chat, let me get it back to the video. Chat, you see me though, right there in the corner though. I had that. You feel me? I was the first young nigga in my city with that shit.
Thing for black men.
Right.
It wasn't like cool or trendy or just prominent. So like when I did it, she didn't think I was gonna do it, but when I did it, it was like, I don't know, I just kept it all the way. And then it became a point where I knew that my hair was like my signature.
Okay.
And my hair was what was going to
Set you apart.
yes, and catch people's attention. So I'll never forget when I went to college, I went to Alabama State. And this was like 2015, and still colorful hair for black men wasn't a thing yet. So I had red hair, and I had braids, and I had beads. And I'm in Alabama. So they looking at you like,
Damn. Red hair, braids, beads, in Alabama.
and I dress different.
And you dress different.
So they was looking at you like,
What he on?
and it ain't what I'm on. what they thought I was on, it ain't what I'm on. You know what I'm saying? So, but I had this thing in my head. I was like, man, like this is so temporary. This whole experience, like this something. It's a bigger picture for me. It's a bigger. So like, because I could have always just cut my hair and blend it in and had a great college experience. But I was like, nah, because see, the thing is that on the weekends I would go home, right? Or my dad worked for Delta, so like I would go anywhere, you know? Like I'd be in Alabama Monday through Friday, then after class I'd be in LA for the weekend with $0 in my pocket. Like, but I flew for free, so I would get on a plane and then like go hang out with ASAP Rocky or like something. Like I was always.
You could always find something to do, something to get away.
Yeah. So like I believed in like my look, my image, and I just always thought I was cool, right? Like I've always had confidence since like high school. I was voted most likely to become famous in high school, like because I just always had a confidence level, and just felt like, man, I'm that. You feel me?
Right.
To this day. So that's the whole hair thing, and for the longest, I always felt like, man, I needed my hair. I used to feel that way for a long time. So crazy in the beginning of my career when I first started in like 2016, when I would go out, I used to think, and at the beginning it was this way. I used to think people only knew me by my hair. Like if I would step out and I had my red braids showing, people like, oh, look, yeah, you like, and I used to feel like Batman. Like if I cover my hair, like I could just go out. And for a long time I could. No one really knew my face. They just knew my hair until, you know, I mean, a decade later, obviously, hair, no hair.
Right.
Shit, people see my eyes sometimes and be like, I know who that is. So
you mentioned your mom has a great job. Your dad worked for Delta. What type of kid were you? Did you get in trouble? Were you a class clown, or did you always kind of know what you wanted to do?
I was definitely a class clown. I got in trouble sometimes. Me and my mother got into it a lot because my mom was really strict. Man, it's so interesting because we have such a beautiful relationship now.
Right.
And I realized that it just had to do with, she just wanted me to be great, you know? So I used to think she was like evil, you know? but she just wanted me to be great, you know? And my mother's from a different time period than me as to where like, you know, her parents worked in steel mills, you know, and they instilled college in her. She's from Gary, Indiana. So like, all she knew was degree, career. So when I'm like, I'm gonna be rich off rap, and I'm from like a little suburban area outside Atlanta where like no one was famous.
Right.
Like it was like low to middle income. Like it was just regular, right? So like she's like, you got like a 1 in a million% chance. You know what I'm saying? But like I grew up. My father is also, he's a photographer, so I just.
Oh, I forgot to tell y'all. We just watching an hour of this, and then we're gonna watch another half next stream. So we just probably gonna watch. This is gonna be this part one chat.
Just grew up around music my whole life, and I was outside. I was just outside doing teenage bad. I mean, you do bad. You just being young. You know what I'm saying?
So how was your dad? Because normally the dad is the disciplinarian and the mom
Yeah,
is a
but-
little bit more lenient.
So my parents divorced at 8. My mom was the mean one. My dad is the art one.
Okay.
Yeah, my dad, he was like, my dad got a curl mustache and like gold teeth. He's cool. So like my dad probably dead ass wouldn't kill a spider. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like my dad wasn't, he just wasn't like that for real.
Did your mom ever say, I don't know your father's name, but Charlie, you need to get on that boy. You see him out there.
Yeah. One time she forced, I know for a fact my mom was up to this. I guess me and my mama got into it. My dad came over and like trying to like so-called discipline me. He like punched me in the chest. And I'll never forget, look at him like, I really beat your ass, man.
Nigga, I remember my dad shot me in my chest. Remember that shit to this day, nigga. Niggas don't remember that sock in that chest, nigga. Nigga get chest ties. Yeah, nigga don't want that. Nigga, that snapback fist. That snapback was gonna hurt it. It's gonna. Ooh, shit. Fuck that nigga.
Like for real, like you not even like that for real, but I love my dad to death, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, I don't know, it's the same as any household. I don't know too many black kids that just grew up perfect, you
Right,
know,
of course.
because you're trying to figure yourself out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like you're trying to figure out your way in life. I think in the beginning of my high school like experiences, I was like trying to do with my friends.
In other news, Georgia resident
Okay.
You know, like I was trying out for football and basketball, and until I realized I wasn't athletic at all.
How was that football experience?
Oh man, I was number like 66.
They gave you that number or you chose that
No,
number?
I didn't get to choose it. No.
Oh, well, yeah. You pretty bad, didn't you?
Yeah. And at the time, I weighed like 130 pounds.
Okay.
So I had a lineman number, and I was 130 pounds.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
Yeah. I kept the bench warm though. You know,
I got the bench
I kept one time. Man, it's so crazy. I got in probably like 2 times the whole season, right before I quit. And one time I got in, on the punt return team.
Okay.
And I was in like that first row.
Yeah.
Usually ball shouldn't come this way at all. I'm like on the right, like the ball should go past me. I guess it was a bad kick, and somehow the ball came my way.
You got it.
And I'm like, this is my time to shine.
Oh, yeah. Go, get it, Yachty. Go, Yachty.
As soon as I picked the ball up and look, oh man. As soon as before I could pick the ball up and look up,
Lit
I was a
up.
pancake on that field. And that's when I realized, I don't like getting hit. I don't ever want to get hit like this. So I think I resigned after that game, actually.
So you really was only like playing sports because your friends played or you really wanted to try?
All of my best.
Damn, it's a nigga out in the world. Now ran this nigga Lil Yachty over and made this nigga quit football. Then that nigga just in the world. this nigga, you Lil Yachty now.
Friends are super athletic.
Okay.
You know, like to this day, not all of them, but a good amount of them, they play. So like, I just wanted to, like, I've always been a brother guy. You know, like my big brother, he wasn't really in my life, and so like I always wanted brothers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's why I'm so adamant on friendship and shit like that. So like, sticking together, brother shit. That's what you on. Shit, I'm on that. I'm on this. We on this. This what we on. You don't like him. I don't like him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's the type of guy I always was. You know what I'm saying? Until I got a little older. I mean, I'm still like that, but I got a little older and started realizing
Started thinking for yourself.
I can't do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Then I joined the yearbook staff and I started doing I was the MC for the school. So I did the pep rallies, all the school things, and I kind of like hyped up the school. And then that's when I was like, I always wanted to do music because I've been around it my entire life. My father, he shot everybody, you know? So, but doing those pep rallies, it helped me like realize like, I ain't scared of no crowd. And I know how to turn them up.
Right.
So yeah.
Did you play any other sports other than football?
Hell no.
Or you attempt any other sports other than football?
Football was enough. Seriously. And like, in practices, the whole like, y'all both lay on the ground and jump up and gotta run towards each other.
Yeah.
I hated that too.
Oh, you ain't like the Oklahoma, huh?
Hell no. I want to be in a different state, different city. Don't put me in Oklahoma. I swear to God, that shit, bro, that shit was not comfortable.
Right.
I'm a comfortable guy. And that's not the physical contact I'm into.
Okay.
Yeah.
You mentioned you worked at McDonald's, you had a job at Six Flags,
Yep.
and you altered clothes for money.
Yeah.
Let me start with the altering of clothes. Did you
Yeah.
take home ec? You saw your mom, you saw your grandmama. How did you come into
My
that?
mother taught me how to sew.
Okay.
Because at the time, see, it's so crazy how fashion is. At the time, big pants was in style. Everybody wore big clothes.
Yes.
Right? This is like right after like the era of like you're a jerk and stuff. So skinny stuff started to come in. And Adidas used to have track pants. They used to have a classic track pants. So the Adidas track pants, before they made soccer pants.
Yeah.
They were, loose original Adidas
Right.
track pants.
Yeah.
Loose. But I was in the skinny clothes. So I was like, I want my Adidas pants to be skinny.
Right.
So my mom used to do them for me, and I used to ask her so many times. She taught me how to sew. So I was the only person at school with like skinny jogger sweats, because there wasn't a such thing yet.
Right.
And then it became so trendy at my school that everyone would be like, how'd you do that? And I'd be like, I made them. So I started making money off of altering, people's clothes. You know what I'm saying? Like, $10, $15, $20 to make everybody's pants skinny. So I like damn near come home with a book bag full of pants.
Right.
Sew everybody's pants up, make them all skinny, bring them back to school. Yeah. And that's how I paid for clothes. That's how I bought clothes.
So you kind of always had a hustler's mentality.
I always liked things. You can't get things off of being funny. Well, some things
You like,
can
I
get
ain't gonna
off
be
of
no
funny.
comedian.
Well, I mean, shouts out to comedians, but like, no. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was so young, bro, and I was like, man, I like clothes. I always loved clothes.
Correct.
So I was like, man, my mama didn't buy me. In high school, once I got to a certain age, my mom was like, you're kind of like, you're older. And my mom lost her job when I got in high school, so she wasn't working.
Money was tight.
Yeah, so like I had to fend for myself, and I wanted to go out on the weekends. I wanted to go to the games. I wanted to go to the movies, and so I had to.
Middle school, 8th grade, 7th grade, nigga was going, fun fact, nigga, if you was in Moreno Valley, Cali, nigga, you was going to Moreno Valley Mall every weekend. You going to Harkins or Round One. Okay. And every single weekend. You hit that Rio, get a Pro Club, nigga, get some Pumas, and I wear some Levi's, nigga, get my Pro Club to match my Pumas. Or I get a regular white Pro Club, or no, I get a black Pro Club because I was fat. Black Pro Club or Pro Club to match my Pumas. And I'm on fly foot, you feel me? Whatever shoes I had, you feel me? Pumas I bought, but if I had some Jordans or some Nike shoes, mom had them, you feel me? But you feel me? I was still fly. I'm fly. I was fly. Fuck. I mean, I'm still flyer than these niggas, man. I just haven't popped out. But the rich niggas do be putting that shit on though. But nigga, like in my criteria, niggas not fucking with me. I put that shit on like when I want to. You feel me?
Make it happen.
You mentioned early on that your mom made you get your haircut to go work at McDonald's. So what were you, a cashier? You was a cook? You was on
Yeah, I was on the grill.
Okay.
They used to let the prettier, like the women, be on the cashier.
Okay.
Well, it's McDonald's. Ain't nobody really that pretty at McDonald's. No offense, but like, yeah. That job was cool though. They was mean as hell. When people hate their job, they be a little bit timid.
Well, then why you work? And I get that all the time. You're a place you don't like. Just don't come back.
Because it's the only thing you can get, maybe, possibly, potentially, and you got to pay your bills. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't like people. I think people be like, I think a lot of people settle.
They do
in life.
Yes.
And so
not just don't work with a lot of things. Relationships,
relationships, baby, parents. I think people just settle. You know, like you take what you can get because it's comfortable and it's there. And I don't know. It's so funny. I'm so not that way. I will not settle for nothing, and I never would settle, ever. Because life is so short.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You live and then you die. So why not do it how you want to do it? You feel what I mean? Whether you rich or you know, barely getting above your means, you still entitled to your life.
Did any of these jobs overlap? You mentioned you had the job at McDonald's. You was
Yeah.
doing, you know, some alterations for kids at school, and you worked at Six Flags. So did any of this overlap?
Hell no. I worked at McDonald's at 15, and then I worked at Six Flags at 16. But when I worked at Six Flags, I worked during the Fright Fest. So it was only 1 month. It was like October. I worked in a haunted house. It's like a ghost. I would pop out the locker room. Yeah, I popped out the locker. That was cool though. Just working wasn't really for me, you know, because I had goals, man. I had goals, I had dreams. I was like, same with school.
Right.
Like I was in college, like I had goals. I used to fear cubicles. Like I feared. I was like, oh man, I can't be in a cubicle with a neighbor named Joe. A partner, Joe. I can't be next to a Joe. No offense to Joes around the world. I personally I like freedom. Financial freedom.
You like independence. You like going and coming. You like moving at your own pace.
I like to wake up when I want to wake up, going to sleep when I want to go to sleep. I want to eat what I want to eat. I want to look how I want to look. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Type shit. Okay.
You know?
No. You know what I'm saying? Take it, man. That's everybody for real, for real. You just work for that shit. You feel me? Get to going. You feel me? Get it going. Don't settle. Don't settle for less, and don't settle even when it's not less. You feel me? Just don't settle. Always push for high. Cause you can, if you made it to a high point, you can get higher than that. You feel me? You literally can. You can keep going up. But then it's like, damn. When I said that, I thought about like Drake. Like, is there any going up for him? More going? I guess he haven't broke every record in like the music shit. So I guess that's the goal or something. Well, yeah, so much shit that he can do though. Still, like so much shit that Drake can get into that he haven't probably got into. That he don't need to. He don't need to, but always can elevate. You feel me? And anything, a person as your person, yeah. I'm tripping. I'm glazing for real. Get back up here.
And I like what I like. I don't like no. I do not like no. Although there's no life without no. You're going to get no sometimes, but I really prefer to not hear it.
You mentioned working at McDonald's, but you know you get good food at McDonald's. You know you get burgers, but I hear you you didn't eat meat. You never.
No.
So what'd you eat? McNuggets or?
Pause. No meat eating over here. But
You
yeah,
didn't.
yeah.
You didn't.
Yeah, I don't do that. I like chicken.
Okay.
Yeah, so I eat chicken. I don't eat fish either.
Okay, no fish. Okay, so you didn't eat fish fillet. Did they have chicken sandwiches back then?
Yeah, McChickens. Yeah, McChickens and chicken nuggets and
fries.
I ain't even eat fries at the time. I eat fries now, but back then I didn't eat fries. But yeah, my diet is.
Man, all that free food they got there, you ain't eating nothing but.
I ate it though. I ate a McChicken every single day.
Okay.
And goddamn, man, it got tiring, man. I eat that shit every day, bro. It was crazy.
You go to college. You attend Alabama State. What made you, if you kind of knew early on, I'm listening that you talking, we're only like 10, 15 minutes into this conversation, and I get the impression that you kind of knew school wasn't for you, but you went anyway. Was that for your mom?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Yeah, it was for my mom, but also it was like when I graduated high school, the day after I graduated, I told my mother I'm moving to New York, and I'm pursuing my rap dreams. And she cried. She was crying, and she was on the couch, and she was crying, never forget it. So yeah, all right, I'm out. And I packed a bag, and I flew to New York. I had like $20 in my pocket, and an EBT card. And my man's let me sleep on his couch in Harlem. And I did that for like 4 months until like I was just so broke. And so I was like, all right, Mom, you win. I tried school out. I think I enrolled in August. I dropped out by November, and I was rich.
Damn, they ain't even a quarter, Yachty.
I was rich by March. So it worked out. Rich by March. And I was rich.
Damn, they ain't even a quarter, Yachty.
I was rich by March. So it worked out.
But you mentioned that you were depressed in college.
Oh man, it was the darkest. Was that darker than? I'm trying to think. It was probably the darkest time. Yeah. Am I still the darkest time I've been through? Yeah. Yeah.
What was so depressing about college? Was it a situation that you didn't belong, you didn't want to be there, you was doing this for your mom because now I want to do this, but I've got to take a transition and do this in the meantime? What was so depressing about it? Because women, you're never gonna be around that. Ooh, right there.
Yeah.
You'll be.
Yeah.
Hey, girl.
That's true. And it's so crazy that was why I was excited to go. But I was I looked so different than everyone at the time. I was treated like an outcast.
Okay.
I had like 2 friends there. And I just felt like I didn't belong. Had I been at Georgia State or FIT in New York or, like a school where it's just more diverse and like.
Yeah. Alabama is really.
It's like, you know what I'm saying? So like, I think a part was that I felt like such a standoffish character. I really wanted to do music. I had such strong belief in myself, and it was hard to do from Alabama.
Yeah.
I had friends that were like on social media kind of bubbling and like doing a thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, I'm seeing my homies kind of pop and do their thing. I'm in school. This shit sucks. I was broke.
In Alabama.
I ain't had no car. I was like walking on dirt roads type of shit. Like, I ain't enjoyed it. I didn't even, like, it just wasn't I wasn't even really worried.
What about the party, Johnny? In college, the party be popping.
Man, it's so crazy. I went to one party in college and I hated it, bro.
Damn, you sound like me.
I was in a corner. I was sitting in the corner like, man. Because I just thought about, bro, before I went to college, it was like, our neighborhood had a lot of kids in it. You had the kids that were older that graduated, went to high school, and they were graduating or dropping out, and they were coming right back to the house. So you're at home, and you got debt, or a sheet of paper, and you still ain't got no job. I was like, God damn, you got debt, and you still here? I can't. And me and my mom got into it. I was like, bro, I can't go back there.
Right.
With debt, on top of that.
Right.
Being there with no debt is already stressful. Being in mama's house with debt, damn, that's crazy. I would never make it out this place. You feel me? So I was like, man, I have to give this a shot. I would have never forgave myself if I didn't give myself a chance.
So you leave Alabama, you come back home temporarily, and then go to New York shortly after
No,
that.
New York was before.
So you went to New York before. So once you went to college and came back, you stayed in Atlanta?
Yeah, I told my mother, I was like, Mom, I need an ultimatum. I need you to give me a year off. Because I started school. The way my birthday was set up, I was just young. I graduated at 17. Okay. So I was younger than everyone.
Okay.
So I said, Mom, just give me a year. If things don't work out, I'll go back. And I'll be 18. I'll be the same age as everyone else and freshman. Okay. So just give me a year. And I did it in less than half than a year. But, yeah, it's crazy.
So what did your dad say? What was your dad?
My dad wasn't against it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? My dad he didn't go to school. So I mean,
you're like, I'll follow your path.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't doing that either. Because I wanted to be great.
Okay.
Not that my dad wasn't great.
Right.
My father's a king.
But he chose a different path than what you wanted to go.
Right.
You wanted to be famous.
My father's a king.
WC, if he not that, you feel me? My dad is a young nigga. My dad's a king. You feel me? You feel me? But you feel me? My dad had a different route than me. But you feel me? Niggas be trying to twist my words, and I don't forward that. So I gotta clear that shit up.
You chose a different path than what you wanted to go on. You wanted to be famous. You wanted to make lots of money. You wanted to be
rich.
Yeah.
And I wanted to do something bigger than me, bigger than what I thought I could do. You know, bigger than what anyone around me thought that we could do, and just make it out.
How did going to New York help Yachty's music career?
Going to New York helped me in several ways because of the people that I met along the way, and just based on like getting out of my mother's house. You know, like I was always so independent, so I was always like doing me. You know, so being that far away from home, my mom had a curfew. My mom didn't play. You know what I'm saying? So she used to give me a curfew, and she used to. I just needed to spread my rings, you know?
Yeah.
Listen to this.
I don't want to listen to that shit.
And it was so crazy. My whole belief in the beginning, because I could rap, but I didn't think I was like the best rapper.
Right.
But my whole belief, I was banking on my appearance. Like I was literally just banking on the way I looked, the way I dressed. I was like, I'm cool. I know I'm cool.
That's what was going to set you apart.
Yeah, I feel like rap is like more than half is you, your appearance, your persona, you know? And then the music is like the other portion, you know? Like Stars, I made from the embodiment of a spirit that is unusual than the common ground of people.
Okay.
You know, that's why people treat celebrities a certain way, because you can't fathom that person, whether it's like a voice that makes you cry, makes you think about other things, or a person on screen that just like made you feel them. You just feel like, but we are regular people.
Right.
But it's the character and it's the image and the energy which makes stars, you know? Like, because you got people who make hits, who love that song. Who made that song? You don't know who made it, because they don't have the look or the image or the embodiment. So it's all about your persona and how you carry yourself and the imagery. The imagery is so important in entertainment. You know, the imagery of a person, because it's how we remember people, you know? We remember you by brown alcohol and smoking, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and, you know, getting women and tight clothes, you know what I'm saying? But I'm for, and I'm
Look
for real,
at that, y'all. You see your boy showed up
you're a little
today?
bit lucid
Look
today.
at your boy showed up.
You're a little lucid today. You're a little lucid today. But like, just even, you think about the biggest people, they have characters to them that, and like, just like you can call out things about celebrities or stars, and it's just based on how we are as a person, which separates us from the next rapper or the next athlete or the next commentator or the next actor, actress, anything. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you know, that's just what it is, you know?
You were in New York, and you were critical of New York fashion because you like New York is behind Atlanta.
Yeah.
Now, you know that's not going to be well received because New York's supposed to be...
You talking about when I said the New York fashion thing?
Yeah.
What's so crazy is that was taken out of context.
Okay.
What I said was I was talking to Cash Cobain, and I was telling him that his friends, his friend group, his type, like his guys can't dress.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I was saying, like, I love New York dearly. You know what I'm saying? Like my kid, well, she not anymore, but she was there. That was like, I spend all my time in New York.
Okay.
And I still spend time in New York. I'm in New York damn near every other week, you know what I'm saying? And I'm outside. So like, I didn't mean it like New York people can't dress. New York is the capital of fashion.
Correct.
I was speaking on a specific demographic.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
And then I went on to say like, Atlanta people dress better. And I was really honestly just talking about myself.
Yeah.
For real. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't, you know, but Atlanta got some fly people, and we got a fly styles and shit, but I was really speaking on myself. It's so crazy. People come to me every day about this, or I see things about the whole New York can't dress. I didn't say that.
Right.
And I definitely wasn't pertaining to all
New Yorkers. He was talking about specific.
I embody fashions of New York, you know, not today, but like usually I'm in some Timbs and some big pants, right? Or some jean shorts. So I think people took it out of context. I really don't care though. Like, I mean, it is what it is. Like, but that's not what I said. I was really talking about Cash's homeboys and the way they dress, and like, it's like that crowd, but it is what it is.
Because that's what they say. There's like, you keep on talking about New York, but you dress like a New Yorker.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
I
you
do.
dress like you're East Coast Timbs, and you mentioned it.
I love the history of New York fashion, especially in hip hop. I think Dipset was sick. You know, I think Rocky is one of the best dressed. I think a lot of people from New York. I think it's great fashion. Dapper Dan. I mean, I could go on.
You down with the shorts and the Timbs? You get down like that?
I think that, man, I like to say that I brought it back. For real. I do. I will say that. Everyone do that shit now.
Because Jada big on the shorts and the Timbs.
Yeah. You go back a couple years ago. I had the jean short, and people used to clown me.
Yeah.
People was clowning me for jean shorts and Timbs. They like was on my ass, and now it's such a prominent thing.
They came back because back in the 90s and early 2000s, everybody Timbs in every color.
Yeah.
From the brown to the black to the red to the green, the blue. Everybody had a Timbs in every color, and they kind of went away. But they're making a comeback now.
Oh, it came back for sure.
So you back rocking them again?
I never stopped. I was still, I don't know.
That's probably what messed up my hips, wearing them damn heavy ass Timbs.
What messed up my hips?
Because I used to wear them.
That's possible. It's possible. It could also be playing football. But
you know what? While you bulljabbing, that might be it. I think it might be 1% the Timbs and 99% of playing.
It's possible.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's
Oh shit. Shit.
P1 medication. Let me ask you a question. The Jim Jones challenge is set for $1,000, and I guess he meant you're gonna take $1,000.
I wanted to do.
You're gonna take $1,000.
Yeah.
And who can dress the flies?
We wanted to make it a show.
Okay.
We wanted to take $1,000.
Okay.
Set a timer.
Right.
And then go out into New York.
Right.
And see who.
It's like one of them shows like shopping. You know how they give you like $30 and you got to make a great meal?
Yeah.
So you're going to take $1,000, okay, you got to put something together.
And do whatever and who can make the best outfit with $1,000 in X amount of time.
Right.
We never did it, but it would have been fun.
Right.
Because after that whole ordeal, I got on the phone with like all of my New York friends, and just people that I respected from New York. I talked to Rocky, and I talked to Osiris, and I talked to Bari, and I talked to Nast, and Jim Jones, and because I was like, I want to make sure niggas don't really think that's what I said. Like, these people I'll be around for real, and I respect. And so I had to make sure that wasn't but none of them took it that way.
Right. Okay.
Just people who, it's so crazy the way internet is, bro. People, you take, like, I'm sure it'll happen with this thing. A clip of something will get.
Absolutely.
And that's all. No one will go watch it.
No.
And it'll get taken and turned into a whole different ordeal.
Yes. It happens all the time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
That's
Did
just
you listen to the whole
culture.
video? No, I just saw the clip.
Yeah. Sometimes they don't even see the clip. They just read the headline.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
They read the thumbnail.
Sometimes people just take a picture and put the words over the picture. It's crazy, bro. This is the world we in.
How did you get the Yeezy, the modeling contract with Yeezy? Was it a casting call?
Nah.
Did you have the hookup?
Yeah. I had a friend,
Okay.
Ian, and he worked with Kanye West.
Okay.
And it's so crazy. This is when I was living in New York. And, man, I was so broke. I had no money, no nothing. And he was just like, come, pause. And I and I pulled up, and he kind of like had the power to put me in it.
Okay.
It's so crazy because if you watch that thing, they had a curtain over us before the show started. And I was in the back. I was on the last row in the back behind all the people. Like, I'm talking about, like, I was still happy to be there, but I was like, nothing's going to come from this.
Yeah, you too far to be.
And the last second, him and, like, they took me and they put me right in the front. Right before the curtain pulled off, they put me in the front row. And I like to say that really did help my career. It just put a lot of eyes on me, you know? It kind of made it a thing of like, man, who was this kid? Who is this? And so that was cool. Yeah.
You know what? You mentioned, and you've mentioned ASAP about 3 or 4 times. How did you and ASAP become friends?
Same person that put me in the Kanye thing. When I was in high school, they used to call me when I was in school, on FaceTime. And like, I remember one time I was like, I just got out of school. It was like an evening after school or something like that. And him and Tyler, the Creator, and like all these guys called me. And I was around all my high school friends. And I was like, what the you know what I'm saying? Like, and, but it was just, I had a homie that was like kind of telling him, like, kind of just brought me around, and I did my own thing though. I always tell people, like, it's cool to like have a handout or have somebody in the industry, but people will always pay more attention and respect you more when they find out about you on their own. When their eyes come across you on their own versus someone like, yo, check out such and such. Like, if they just doing it, you making noise. If you just outside and you making noise, people will pay more attention and respect it more, you know, because people respect when they find something themselves and they think it's cool,
Right.
you know, versus like, I mean, I think you can still get the respect when, you know, if somebody of good taste refers you, but when people come across you on your own, man, it's like, it's just a different energy. So that's why I was like, man, make noise.
Right.
Make noise. It's easy to make noise. The way that the internet is connected now, it's so easy to make noise. Just be original, authentic, and take a shot. Take a shot and separate yourself, you know?
In that show, was that your first time ever meeting Kanye, seeing Kanye? Did you get an opportunity to interact with him?
Nah, I didn't. That was the first time I saw him. I don't even think I saw him. Oh, I saw him right before we went
Right.
out. He came and checked all our outfits right before I ran out, but we went out. But yeah, I ain't say nothing to him at all. I ain't speak to Kanye for like a couple months after that till he invited me to the studio. He wanted to sign me, actually.
Damn, you're like, oh, all of a sudden you supposed to be you in the fashion show.
Yeah.
You at the back, they pull
Yeah.
you to the front. I mean, that thing, hey, you moving at warp speed now. You go from being at the back to the front to potentially being signed.
I mean, from just being in college.
Okay,
So
yeah.
like, yeah, I think I had, but it wasn't overnight, but it felt like it, you know?
A lifetime sometimes feel overnight.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm about to be 30 now, bro. So
Wow, boy.
Yeah.
Oh, 30?
yeah.
Whoa, boy.
I'm like, y'all about to be 30 though. 30? How? You about to be 30.
That's what I'm
Hey,
saying.
you only got so many summers left.
That's what I'm saying.
Yachty.
I know all y'all on the way out the door, so I get it. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Yachty, let me tell you something. My grandma used to say,
What?
the tree that's leaning the furthest don't always fall first.
That was so country.
Yeah, it is.
Awesome.
But hey, when you drive in your car, you go think about it. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Damn, that was some country shit. Yeah.
That was
The
so
tree
country.
leaning the furthest don't always fall first.
Yeah. See, you thinking I'm already out the door.
Yeah. Hey, it's possible, but I tell you what, that brown liquor, it's gonna keep leaning that tree. You know what I'm saying, dude? But shouts out.
But you
shouts
say,
out.
I only got one life.
Amen. And I respect that. I swear, bro, we only got. See, that's the thing, right? It's like, it's weird. You gotta find this balance. You wanna find this healthy balance between living a good life and responsible and being healthy and taking care of yourself.
Absolutely.
And understanding that you only get to do this once. And it's a
If
it's
you
a
do it
tough
right,
balance.
once is enough.
Absolutely. But if you get so caught up in, oh, I gotta be healthy, oh, I don't need to go out, oh, you know, if I go out and have a good time, I could get hurt or something could happen to me, or you're like, you damn near go your whole life. You'll be 90 and be like, damn, I didn't do nothing.
Yeah, you can't live in a bubble.
Fearful. Yeah. You gotta enjoy yourself. You gotta put yourself out there. You gotta really experience.
I ain't never been on no fear shit. Like, I said I'm on no fear shit. Nah, child, but like, I've never, you feel me, when niggas get up and they're so, oh, you don't watch your surroundings, or not even, not even up. Cause I just, once I said that, I got into something else. With regular people around me or niggas that gang bang, nigga, nobody wants to kill me, bro. Like, you did shit, and most people that haven't even done shit, don't even gang bang, be on that. Even probably females be on that. Man, if it's our time to go, it's our time to go. Like, God didn't tell me to look up. Like, if God told me to look up, He would tell me to look up, and I can situate the situation. Da, da, da. This is my time. I'm looking at my phone or whatever the case may be. I'm looking at my surroundings. Not no green ass nigga, but you feel me? Like, I hate that shit. Like, nigga, just live. Like, your day gonna come. It's like, you feel me? Just live. That scary shit. Oh, I don't want to go. My bros, you be like, oh, I don't want to go to a party. Something might happen. Like, nigga, I missed out on so many parties because my bros. I went by myself. Saying fuck it, bro. And sometimes I go by myself. My bro just saying I'm gonna go by myself, and my bro just come with me. And that happened like 2 times only. And I know my bro for years. Like, bro, it's just like, nigga, like, that fear shit, I never lived like that. Like, you only live once, man. Have your fun, man. Feel me? Stop doing shit that make. What are you fearing? I'm going there with chains. I'm not even fearing. Like, you feel me? But I mean, I did have a little ghost block on with chains when I had my chains. But when I didn't have no chains, nigga, I had no gun. So you feel me? I'm when I was before I knew them friends though. I'm a every party on feet though, on feet walking. You feel me? I'm in a niggas when niggas get cars and shit, niggas not want to go no more. Like what? You niggas is crazy. You know how many hoes we get off just off the pull up? We can pull up in front of the we can pull up in front of the car, have bitches get in front of the party, have bitches get in. Oh, the party ain't going, nothing going on. The party is slide with us. We about to go to the liquor store. Da, da, da. And we get to know them. Now we at the crib. We went to the liquor store, then we went to the crib. We didn't go to no party. For me, the car is a lot, but I'm getting off topic. It's just like you feel me. You can't live in fear. Gotta get past that, man. I can't live in fear. Just don't live in fear.
Like that's why when I always think about marriage, I always think I'm going off topic, my bad.
Go
But
ahead,
like
bro.
when I think about marriage, I always think about I whenever I do finally sit down and like I'm ready to settle down, I'll have lived that life. I won't have any curious bone in my body about doing anything like with some type of woman or with multiple women or whatever, because I've lived that life, and that life is that life is past me, is behind me.
Yeah.
You know, when I find someone I do respect and want to settle down with, I won't have any I respect, but I'd be very curious on people who like meet in high school and like that's the only person you ever been with, that's the only person you ever did anything with. I respect it, but it strikes curiosity in me because I feel like, does the human brain, or does that, like the human emotions, not wander? Does it? And I think it does a lot of times, but maybe just the security and like
You
that
got to be able to
person
suppress it to keep that under control.
yeah, I'm not there. You know, I'm not there, but I want to be there
Right.
because my grandparents been together like 50 some years, and I asked them at Thanksgiving last Thanksgiving, I said, how do y'all do it? And they both said space. You know, they give each other space to have their own time, and they live their own lives.
Right.
You know, they do their things, whether it's like his hobbies is his hobbies and her friends are her friends, and they live life.
Yeah. And a lot of times as they get older, they live in the same house, but they don't sleep in the same bed.
They really just like pals,
Yeah.
roommates. I fought with it.
They done raised the family, they got the kids, they got the grandkids, and so
you
now
kinda
it's just all about us.
Yeah, you just roommates.
And
at
if it
that
works for
point.
them, it works.
Absolutely. I think that. Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this. How do you go from modeling in a Yeezy show to making music with Kanye? How the hell did that happen?
Man, you got a funny voice. I thought I had a funny voice, but you got a funny voice.
When I get excited, the pitch go way up.
I saw an animated character when you said that. But how did it happen? How does anything happen in life? Chance, I guess, and
Preparation meeting opportunity.
yeah, and I guess when you want something and you just go for it, I think everything that's happened in my life I've wanted, and I've told myself,
Right.
or like God, like, hey, I want to do this. I want to be at this. I want to be in this place in life. I want to be here. I want to live like this. I wanna look better
Rich. I'm rich.
physically. I wanna whatever. I mean, whatever it was, I set that goal out. I didn't just like lackadaisical go through life like yeah, like I'll do it one day. Like I said, no, I need to do that. I want to do this, and I guess it kind of helped me clear pathway. Especially early on. I've done so much now, again, like I always
Such a
say.
young age, you say you're about to be 30 and
Yeah.
you've been on this journey since you were what, 16, 17?
Yeah, 17 is when I really truly started. I'm 27, I'm about to be 28. So like it just happened so fast, but I did so much at a young age. And I feel like I'm not even close to my peak. Like I feel like I got another like 20 years of just doing
Just
so,
doing
yeah.
shit.
What about this There was a social media comedian that used your song in one of his skits,
Callion Fox was his name.
and you felt that really like,
Oh, it jump started everything. Yeah, it was like it was just the first viral moment involving me, and it just took the song through the roof. But again, if that song was connected to some like random guy who just made a record, it would have just been that song.
but it was you with the red hair,
With the image,
Callion Fox.
with the other songs with it,
red,
and
yeah.
like I continuously hit that pot. You know, like I ain't just put that out and like that I banked off that. I continuously hit that pot.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and tried it, and everything didn't work, but like I tried it. Even to this day, it don't work. You know, like I don't.
You got to be okay with that.
Yeah, failure happens, right? But if you
Talking about them
continuously do the same thing that you succeeded at, eventually people will get tired of it. And eventually you will get thrown to the curb because people grow in life, right? No one is the same for 5 years.
Yeah.
Or 3 or 1 year. You change, right? Like
So Yachty had to keep reinventing himself.
well, it's just for one, I liked so many things. So like I didn't even want to do the same thing. But you just got to think about it in a standpoint from like, you heard a great song, right?
Yes.
And the song is a hit record.
Yeah.
And at the time when you had that song, you was dating this chick you loved. She loved it. Y'all loved it. Y'all wrote it together. Y'all heard it. If y'all was out eating, y'all heard it. Y'all, this is our jam. We vibing. We at the club. This is our record. You break up with her.
Band don't play that ish.
I don't want to hear that anymore, right? You got a new girlfriend.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear that record anymore. Okay. Or the song came out and man, when that song came out, man, you was gangbanging, right? And you was just like, you love scraping the pot, man. You was making crack from 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. Crack was your thing. You had crack and then you sold it. Then you met Jesus, right?
Right.
Jesus is coming.
So you ain't no pot scraper no more.
You don't want to do that no more, right? So now you like, man, this remind me of that time, and like, yeah. Or even with clothes, it's like, man, when this song came out, man, we dressed like this, and so you just gotta keep going. That's why Kanye West is such a visionary, you know. That's why Drake is such a visionary. Tyler the Creator, such a visionary.
Right.
They have always reinvented the wheel. Jay-Z, you know, like these guys are like they're with the current times, you know? And that's why they'll always be respected and looked at in such a high light.
Prior to that comedian using that song in a skit, did you know who he was?
Nope. And I think I only met him one time. But I've always showed love to him.
Right.
Socially, you know? I hope he's well. I think he's from San Francisco.
You break him off a little something?
No, I ain't do that.
God,
He never asked. You got a closed mouth, don't get fed.
You throw him a little piece, throw him a little something now.
Like what?
Yachty got something coming for you, bro.
Damn, that's so crazy. That's so crazy.
You throw him a little piece, throw him a little
Socially, you know, I hope he's well. I think he's from San Francisco.
You break him off a little something?
You break him off a little
Did you know who he was?
Nope. And I think I only met him one time. But I've always showed love to him.
Right.
Socially, you know, I hope he's well. I think he's from San Francisco.
You break him off a little something?
No, I ain't do that.
God, come on.
But he never asked. You got a closed mouth, don't get fed.
You throw him a little piece, throw him a little something now.
Like what?
Yachty got something coming for you, bro.
Damn, that's so crazy. That's so crazy. I don't even know who he is right now.
Yeah, he'll know where you are after this.
I bet he will. I bet the fuck he will. I bet the fuck he will.
Look at the older rappers. They wasn't feeling you.
Hell no.
What is it about?
None of us. It wasn't just me.
Hey,
They weren't feeling our
I'll be like, I seen this clip right there. Hey, I seen like a voice message. Like I'll play it.
That's so crazy. I don't even know who he is. So,
Throw him a little something now.
I'll play it like
Yachty
that.
got something coming for you, bro.
you got,
Him off a little something?
no, I ain't do that.
God, come on.
But he never asked. You got a closed mouth, don't get fed.
You throw him a little piece, throw him a little something now.
Like what?
Yachty got something coming for you, bro.
Hey, this is Callion Fox, man. I'm Oh no, just what's I'm coming. If I'm Callion Fox, this is how I'm coming.
A little something?
I'm sitting there so just like this nigga, like
God,
a
come on.
But he never asked. You got a closed mouth, don't get fed.
You throw him a little piece, throw him a little something now.
Like what?
Yachty got something coming for you, bro.
Word. Hey, it's Caroline Fox, man. Hey, Adi, man. I see you up. See you living life, man. I'm still working on my Vine videos. In San Francisco. I got a job. I'm doing 9 to 5. You feel me? Up a million. Give me a million. I'll set up for a million. Fine. $999,999.99. I'll settle for that. I settle for that right there. But hey, just hit me back, man. My eye is still on Fox, man. For me to hit me back. And that's how I'm coming, man. That's how I'm coming.
Feeling you. What
Hell no.
is it about?
None of us. It wasn't just me. They weren't feeling our generation.
Yes.
It was a clash. It was a divide, I think. But I mean, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
When you see all these young, think before you started like really killing it on TV and you got this beautiful podcast and you making a beautiful name for yourself and your second life.
Yeah.
All these athletes coming in, and you may not have been that guy, but was
No.
there not athletes who was like,
Yeah,
man,
it is. You see it all the time. They be hating on the
Yeah.
young guys because they're making so much money.
Right.
I mean, I remember like the Pro Bowl now, they make like 100,000. We made 5,000 for the losers, 10,000 to the winners. And you see guys making 60 million and they getting 200, $300 million contracts. But when I came along, the money that I was making, the guys in the 40s and the 50s weren't making that. So they could have easily been envious of us. Push it forward. I did what I did. I moved on. I'm good. I'm happy for the guys. I cheer for Travis Kelce and Gronk and all those other guys. I had my time.
Right.
I was born. Yeah, Mom, you mean to tell me my mom had me, she was 25. I'm like, Mom, you couldn't wait to 30, 32 so I could have got some of this bread?
Right.
She's like, nah, man, I was done.
Yeah.
I was done.
I feel that.
She's like, I started at 17, I was done at 25.
Yeah.
But no, I'm not, I've never been a jealous type. And I see that a lot with rappers. I see it a lot with athletes and other and actors and actresses. Oh, let these young people, you had your moment.
Yeah.
You can't stay on top for 50, 60 years.
Right. I think everyone doesn't have that mindset. And I think that it came around.
Right.
I think, I hate saying I think so many times, but I believe that people just didn't think we were here to last.
Right.
It felt like a fad at first, man.
Right.
Because it wasn't comprehensible. Comprehensible at the time. We were just like kids with colored hair and we dressed different. And hip hop stood for something different at the time. It was more like it was trap music. It was the streets. It was, and it's still those still play a big part in it. You know what I'm saying?
But with the internet now, Yachty, it can happen just like that. And they had to take step by step and boom,
pass out
boom,
mixtapes
boom.
and club
And now
performances
you have a little song and it get catchy, get picked up on TikTok or it get picked up on something.
And it's a good and a bad thing, right? Because now we have a lot of like circulating. It's the same even with the podcast. It's just like with everyone being able to have a mic now. It's just like a lot of ignorance gets spread widely, quickly, and that didn't used to happen. You know, like when you had to watch TV and you only heard music on the radio and on TV, it was a lot harder.
Yes.
You know, even like getting news. That's why we get so much false news now, because anyone can just publish it. But that's life. You know, you got to roll with the punches. You know, you take the good with the bad.
You know, they call it mumble rap. Did you ever, did they ever make you question yourself?
Hell no. I was never mumbling.
Right.
Ever. I understand it was like a lot of the peers were. I wasn't. Whether I was like rapping at the highest level or not, I never mumbled. It was never like a part of my like thing. But whatever. I was like, bro, I really made money.
Oh, I believe it.
So with that being said, like negative feedback never really bothered me. It just tickles me a bit, you know? Like all the narratives that I ever see about myself, like there's a narrative online. There's so many narratives about me. It's narratives that I'm a colorist. Tickles me, right? I'm not a colorist at all. Like that makes no sense.
Right.
But I'm just private about my dating life. You know, But the people I have been seen with have been rather on the lighter side.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you kind of like them little high. I ain't saying
That's
they,
who I got
but
caught
they
with.
high. You know.
That's who I got caught with.
Mm-hmm.
I got caught on the lighter side.
Mm-hmm.
But like I like all walks of women. You know, I all tall,
But it seems like the one
small.
they catch you walking with look
I got
a certain
caught.
way.
Yeah, I got caught walking light. And,
Bright.
and bright.
Damn near white.
Kind of tight. But
you like what you like, Yachty.
But I like all things.
Yes.
Right? Like I'm not a freaking colorist, right? And I don't know where this narrative came from. Like I don't know. Women just think I'm a bad guy.
Really?
Yeah. It's crazy. I love women.
Yeah.
Seriously though.
No, but you know what? You mentioned something earlier. You mentioned like you never want to stay the same, and you're always trying to constantly evolve.
Yeah.
So how were you? When did that come to your head? Like, man, you know what? I'm doing this, and I'm doing really good at it. But in order for me to be able to sustain and grow, I need to improve in certain areas.
Failing. I ain't had a hot career for 10 years.
Right.
You know, I had some down periods.
Right.
I had periods when like I was killing it and I was like making the most money I ever made. Then I had periods when my money cut in half. Like my show prices cut in half and the attendance at the shows cut in half. And my bill on festivals went up. You know, I went from performing later to performing higher in the show. Like, you know, and this is later in my career. And you know, not that it really matters, but like my social appearance dropped. My likes on my pictures went down, and like how many people started watching my story went down. I watch all these things. So there was a time period when I was like, man, things are changing. And I had a certain lifestyle that was like that I had to uphold, you know? And so I had to figure out ways of reinventing my wheel, you know, and just showing people, because I care so much. Like I love money, but I also care about the craft, and I care about music, and I care about artists, and I care about musicians who do great things. And I like to be in that conversation because I respect music and I hear it and I breathe it, and I want to make sure I'm a part of that. So I was like, how do I do that? You get your ass in the studio. You know, you want to be a part of the greatest athletes or actors, you get your ass in your craft and you show them, right? And I still got tons of work to do, and that's what keeps me going. I enjoy it. I don't ever want to be like.
You don't ever want to become complacent.
Absolutely not. But I don't think I can. It's impossible for me because I enjoy doing so many things, right? Like even if I was to, which, not saying that'll happen, guys, don't fry me, but if I was to become the best rapper of all time, I would then want to be like the best like rock artist or like pop art. I want to do something else. Right? So I never become.
So you don't want to scale the mountain and just get up there and bask. You want to find another mountain to climb.
It's just fun to do, you know? All of it is fun to do because it's limitless.
Right.
You know, I don't have a coach. I don't have a director. There's no direction. And it's also the hardest part about it because there's no one telling you which way to go. You know, music is like, when you get to a certain level in music, you got to think about it, man. These labels, they thrive off money. So if you sign to a label, regardless how much they tell you, oh man, like you're creative and we do your thing, and they make money. They thrive off of you making money.
Right.
So they want you to make hit records, right? And a hit record, think about the concept of a hit record. You're making a song for people, right, that you do not know. I don't know any of you guys, right? Like I respect you, you love me, you're a fan, thank you so much, but I don't know you.
Right.
So I'm supposed to be, like it's two sides of music. It's the people who make music for themselves and what they love and what they like. And then you have artists who like deliberately are trying to make a hit record. Right? Like they want to knock it out.
Hardest? Is that when you're going out there instead of making? Yes.
Absolutely. You know, when you out there trying to do what you think is popular, a lot of artists do that, you know, and then some do what they like, and then that kind of shows, you know, taste level. If you do what you like and it goes, you got good taste. If you do what you like, it's like this sucks. Two things: either your taste is terrible or they just not there yet. Right. Kanye West always did what he wanted to do, and sometimes people don't understand it at first, and they had to come around to it later. Tyler just dropped the album doing what he wanted to do, and people loved it, you know? So I think it's all about I don't know, man. Everyone's path is different in life. That's the one thing I always say. Like, you can give advice to a certain extent, but like my success won't be yours. How I came up and the things that I did, it may not necessarily be your path to your key. Not to say that there isn't a path for you. It's just that it's not always the same. You know. So I try to give people advice with like stipulations, almost like this will happen for me, but but if I do see something that I can clearly see is off, I always try to,
partake some wisdom on.
yeah, of course, because ain't nobody do it for me.
Right.
Until like I got older, but in the beginning of my career, I didn't have it.
Your dad was a famous photographer. He worked with Outkast, Kanye West, Luda, and more. Did you ever go to work with your dad?
Sometimes, not always, but I would come to his house after work.
Okay.
And he'd have all the it'd be like I didn't see him kill somebody, but I would come over and it'd be like bullet shells everywhere. And what I mean by that is that he'd have all these pictures.
All this photos.
Just like so like I never seen him do it, but I would see it and be like, and he'd be like, yeah, this was last Friday and this was Saturday, and he flew around a lot. He was always gone.
Mm-hmm.
So he'd be like, yeah, he always went to places. My dad was always
It was a
he's
good
a big
analogy.
traveler, and he's never home.
You like to travel too, huh? That's
I
when you
hate
get there.
traveling.
You hate traveling?
I hate traveling.
How you gonna be an artist and you hate traveling?
But I hate traveling for leisure.
Okay.
Because I'm always on the road, and I don't like hotel rooms. They have no life. They have no
personality.
Yeah, it's just a stock photo on the wall, a really tightly tucked bed, and bad furniture.
How we guys they can't pull the sheets from under the covers. About bad furniture. Like, look, nigga, every nigga. Fun fact, I worked at a. I wasn't about to say this, but fun fact, I worked at a hotel and they don't wash them big sheets unless they dirty, unless they got a stain on them. They wash the little sheets, but that big cover, they just throw it. They look, so they take everything off. They take the pillowcase off, put it in the ball with the sheets. Throw the sheets in front of the door. Get all the trash, clean up the room, straighten up. Boom. They leave a big sheet on the chair or the bed or the floor. Then when the person comes to clean it, and with the clean sheet, put the fitted in, and then they tuck it in like it's clean, and then they just, you feel me, spray whatever they spray type shit, sweep the floor, and now it's clean. They don't wash the bed cover, bro. But every hotel you go in, you gotta check for bed bugs, check the creases. They be hiding, so you gotta check. You gotta unfold, unflap, everything. You feel me? Do that. It don't matter where you at. You can't get rid of those bed bugs.
And a TV with no channels. And sometimes it's shot with bad water pressure.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Let me ask you, what did you learn most from your dad?
Just to be myself. Like I said, my dad used to drive a Mercedes station wagon, a vintage one. And at the time, I didn't understand old cars. When I was young, I was like, Dad, this car's old as like my mom had a new Beamer. Well, not new, but like newer.
Yeah.
And my dad drove vintage cars, and he wore what he wanted to wear. At the time, when I was young, Nike was the my dad wore New Balances. I used to be like, Dad, what the are these? Why are you wearing these?
Right.
And when I was young, it just took a lot for me to understand my father did what he wanted to do. When I grew up, my dad, I would see my dad when I was young every other weekend, for the most part, unless he had to work. And he was never like my dad never was like, see them, they gay. We don't do that. Like he wasn't one of, like I used to hang around friends whose parents, they were like that.
Right.
My dad was like, he was a real like accepting person of everything.
Yeah, my dad did that. I remember when he just said that, I remember when that parked in front of the casino. I remember I took a video. I probably was wearing a Clippers hat. I think I was like 12 or 11. I think I was just turned 12 though. A couple days in 12, or that was like my birthday, I think. We went in front of the casino, and he was like, "You see him right there? that's a F-bomb. I can't say it on here. He was like, he'd never be one of those. I'll sock that nigga out right now. Hey, shit. But that's how it just was back in the day, man. But even the nigga dad probably was older, he thought different. But there was a lot of guys like that. You feel me, nigga? Moms, everybody. Nigga, that shit just a new thing now. Like everybody, like that coming out the closet, like that's a thing. Like that was only a saying because it's like nigga would hide that shit. Niggas still hide it, but some niggas don't give a fuck. Now niggas don't give a fuck because it's a thing now. But I guess I don't know what. I tell my son not to be like that, but I don't know. I might be on the old tip. I might be on the no, my fault. I might be on the old tip, but I mean, nah, I'm not homophobic. Like I could be around, you feel me, those type of people, but I'd rather not. You feel me? But I'm cool with people. I didn't have combos. I don't have no gay friends, but I don't know. I don't think I'm there yet to have friends. I don't even have like females like stud friends or gay friends. You feel me? Females like that. That's like that. So yeah, it's shocking.
Thing, you know, he was real like life is just life.
Right.
You know, almost like a hippie, but he wasn't a hippie, but he was kind of like
Yeah.
he kind of
You know,
embodied
that's
like
very
a,
uncommon for
yeah.
a black man in the South.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He was. My dad was different. I'm talking like he's dead or something. Like he's different. He's a different guy.
Right.
And growing up, I think and he listened to all types of music, and I think he just taught me to like do you.
Right.
You know, and like if that's what you like. By the way, I'm talking about things, not sexuality, right? Like,
Yeah.
but like if that's what you like if you like to wear slacks with tube socks or skinny jeans or loose jeans or even a curl mustache or crazy hair, whatever.
I got this nigga, cause niggas really twist words and niggas is weirdo. So, and it's like you would think for average person or regular person, you would think nigga you don't have to clarify that, but nigga, you do need to clarify. Like niggas is weirdos. Like they will run with anything. This nigga smart.
Or do it, you know? And it's crazy because he didn't tell me these things.
Right.
I just saw it in him. I
Right.
saw him dress how he wanted to dress. And
Because he never said when you showed up with looking a certain way, like, boy, what you got that on for?
Never. He never.
Why you
did-
looking like that?
He honestly used to always be like, "Oh, you look cool," or like
Okay.
he always was like, you know, you look fresh or whatever. And he always played. I think it also went through him playing so much music. I be studying things. Like when I was in school, I wanted to be a psychologist, right? So like I studied things. So like even if he would play certain music, I'd go and then I'd go look at their videos or see them perform live or look at their pictures and then you know if you listen to rock music, they dress differently and you know their shows are different and their interviews are a little bit different and their charisma is different. And so I would just deep dive into all these different things. And so without him even like probably knowing that it was just unlocking a much more a free
Free or yachty.
yeah, you know what I'm saying, a free way of a man who just I wasn't ever really judgmental. I never really cared, and I just mind my business. I don't really care what nobody else got going on.
Since your dad worked in the industry, he knew Coach K. You had that rap only for a year.
Yeah,
People like, man, Yachty a plant.
it wasn't even yeah.
I didn't well, explain it. Tell me what a plant is. Cause I hear this term a lot of times.
Yeah.
What is a plant? Now, because I'm thinking, you know, I grew up on a farm and I know what the definition of a plant. What we talking about, we had to plant tobacco, we had to plant seed and for crops to grow. But what's an industry plant?
You playing tobacco?
Yeah.
Damn.
I grew up about 3 hours south of here.
Okay.
Rural South Georgia.
Where?
Glenville.
Never heard of it. Okay.
You know Savannah?
Yeah.
I'm about 60 miles from Savannah.
More south or closer?
Like inland.
Okay.
Savannah's right on the coast. I'm a little inland.
Okay, cool.
Southeast.
Cool. Yeah, industry plan is basically so crazy because you don't really, like you have them, but like they don't really succeed like back in the day. Like, but it's basically just like a artist that was made in house and it's put in position with other artists to kind of blend in.
Block their blessings.
Well, not even block, but just kind of to blend in and
Okay.
kind of like skip the line.
Okay.
You know, like you kind of like if Def Jam found an artist and they felt potential and they just kind of stuck them next to Future, you know, and like kind of tried to like how the hell you get a song with Future, like how to, you know, or anybody, don't gotta be Future, anybody. I'm not saying like Future, but just like anyone. That's kind of like what an industry plan. It's just someone that is moving at the speed of light, and it doesn't make sense how they're growing so fast. You know, but now it's just the way social media works. People can really overnight and explode, you know, and it had nothing to do with it. Sometimes, honestly, this industry, they don't even know how to market a lot of artists. It's just so, either you know how to work social media or it just works for you. These labels really don't be knowing what they're doing, to be honest.
Right.
That's truth. That's the real truth.
So, but when you obviously you've heard that because they
course.
say you skipped the line. Man, how Yachty was right here one day, and next thing I know, he in Kanye fashion show.
Yeah.
He doing music with Kanye, blah, blah, X, Y, and Z. So how did that make you feel? You just keep your head down and say, y'all keep talking. I'm gonna keep making this bread, and I don't worry about what y'all say.
You know, I didn't care because I was so set. You know, like the thing with me was negativity never bothered me because I realized that like this world really is so big, and I started to get the perception that the reason you see so much hatred is because the people hating, that's what they spend their time doing. You know, you got so many people that love you, right, and that cherish you and respect you. They're just living life. You know, you're not gonna spend your time like telling someone how much you just, I just love you. Some people will, but you go on about your day.
Right.
You know, if you listen to Yachty and you love them, you in school, you at work, you just doing it. You love them in life. You know, you go to a show, you support, buy merch, but you're not gonna spend all day talking about how much you love them. You just do it, right? So like when I was like doing things and you know, people coming to me in the street, or I would do a show, or like I was just growing. It's like, okay, well, someone loves me.
Correct.
It's not like my bills are paid. You feel me? So like, people just have more time to hate. It's a certain type of person.
And it's only online. Because I've never
Absolutely.
met anybody in the street that says, I hate Shannon Sharp.
Man, no
Or I
one-
dislike
Ever.
And why you come up with that name? Man, you know how
dislike
you make black people look bad by smoking Black and Miles and drinking brown liquor on TV. Well, I've never heard anybody.
No one's ever told me to my face that you suck.
Nobody.
You can't
It's
rap.
only online. But you know what?
That you suck. Man, haters gonna hate. But that's viral though. I never thought like that, like, you feel me? Like, it's hater. I know I thought of analogies, and there's always perspective of hater of perspective of anything for real. But the haters perspective is like the niggas that's hating, that's what they're spending their time doing. People that really showing love, it's like they just show love. They're not, you feel me? Everybody not gonna talk about it. Some will, but everybody not just gonna show you the love. They're just gonna do it. And like people that hate you, they're gonna spend their time hating you. It's W's.
I had to learn because, you know, my sister say, Shannon, there's no possible way you could be ascending like you are and have more haters than supporters. But it took me a while. Because the thing is, when you play a sport, Yachty, if you're in an arena and there can be like 80,000 fans cheering, yeah, we love you, 84, we love you, Sharp. It's that 1,000 that's booing that somehow is able to drown out the 80,000 that's cheering. And I had to learn to tune my ear to not hear the boos, but only hear the applause. And it took me a while to get over that.
Absolutely.
Because when I was playing, I understood Steeler fans disliking me because I played for the Broncos and the Ravens.
Right.
I understood that then. But now I'm like, use every man, Jack, so you.
All right.
What is it that I'm doing in my life that causes you to dislike me so much?
I think that people just have insecurities in themselves, and so they mask it by taking it out on someone else. You know, your comfort maybe as a man. You know, your masculinity and the things that you enjoy and the things that you're comfortable doing. You know, it can make someone so uncomfortable because they aren't comfortable. You know, and I feel no way for them. I have no pity. Because I love myself.
Right.
You feel me? And now I'm at the point now I look good, I smell good, I feel good. And I
And I
guarantee
guarantee
you,
you,
any
any
sisters
sisters
or
or
exes
exes
or
or
current
current
girlfriends that
girlfriends
you may
that you
be
may be
involved with or
involved with
have
or
in your
have in
life
your life
feel the
feel the
same way.
same way.
So
So,
all the
all the
side
side
talk is
talk is
irrelevant at
irrelevant
this
at
point. I'm
this point. I'm
speaking
speaking
directly in the
directly in the
camera because I
camera
know
because I
you
know you
watching is
watching is
hating at
hating
this
at
very
this very
moment. I
moment. I
want you to
want you to
understand
understand
that
that
anytime you
anytime you
spend
spend
time
time
being
being
negative
negative
on
on
me,
me,
I'm
I'm
someone
someone
like
like
smiling.
smiling.
He didn't even want to. He didn't even want to just pop it. He said something that everybody can do, but he just want to let you know that's what he do. Before he's at the back.
He looked
He looked
directly in the
directly in the
camera. He's
camera. He's
talking to a
talking to a
specific group
specific
of
group of
people.
people.
Y'all hating
Hating
ass.
ass.
When you
When you
signed that
sign
big
that
deal
big
with
deal with
on
quality
that.
quality
control,
control,
Yep.
what was the first thing
first
that you
thing that you
did?
did,
You got
you
their
got your
first
first
meal.
I
meal.
blew
I
that
blew
check
that
in a
check in
week,
a week.
What? How much
How
was
much
it?
was it?
like
Like
1.3, I
1.3, I
think.
In a
think. In a
week?
week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the
What
hell
the
you
hell you
buy?
buying?
New York
New York
City?
City?
Man, the
And
second I
second I
got this,
got
I
this,
never
I
forget
never
I was
forget
in
I
my
was in my
mom's
mom's
house.
house.
And we lived in
We
that
lived in
same
that
house
same
my
house my
entire
entire
life.
life.
And I had
And I
two of
had
the
two of the
homies, they
homies,
was
they was
living in
living
that
in
this
that
real
this real
small
small
room.
room.
And
And I
I
I
remember I
remember I
signed a deal,
signed a
but it
deal,
took
but it
like
took like
almost three
almost 3
weeks for the
weeks for the
check to
check to
clear.
clear.
So
So
every day I
every day
woke
I
up, I
woke up,
checked
I
my
checked
bank
my bank
account.
account.
Woke up,
Woke up,
not there.
not there.
Woke up,
Woke up,
not there.
not there.
Woke up,
Woke
not
up,
there.
not
One
there.
day I
One day I
woke up,
woke up.
a motherfucker was
Motherfucker
in
was in
there.
there.
Man, I
Man,
was
I was
screaming. I was jumping. I was like, what the fuck? I'm rich. I'm rich. I went straight to Mercedes. Fuck you talking about?
You fucking
G-Wagon.
talking about.
I need that, right? I was like, damn, I can't be G-Wagon. Mama ain't got no car. Okay, Range Rover. You know what I'm saying? Penthouse. Grandma need a car. You know what I'm saying? Gucci. I need everything in this bitch, every color. I was going crazy. I was 18. I that money up so quick.
Hold up. So you look at like, hold on. I just had 1.3 and now I just got the 3.
I didn't think about it. It was just gone. And I never looked. Bro, it took years for me to look at my bank account. I was making so much. And also I was so hot. I was making so much money. Like I spent $1 million in a week, but like I probably made it back in the next 2 weeks. Like I was making so much money, and I didn't even have a password to my bank account. If I started at 18, I probably didn't have a password to my bank account until I was like 24.
Damn.
Yeah, my mom just marketed. My mom was my business manager, and she checked it, but I never checked my bank account. My cards never declined. I did it. I
Never
wanted.
decline.
I didn't give a fuck. I woke up for like buying a Bentley. I went and bought that Bentley. It was crazy, bro. It didn't really make any sense the way I was living. It was insane. So yeah, I spent that money in a week.
So what would you say? What was the worst purchase you made? What was the best thing that you did once you got some money?
I think it's all stupid. You know, you only go to one place at one time when you need so many cars for. You know, right now I got like 13 cars. For what?
Yeah.
No, I think it's stupid.
Downsize, get 2 or 3. Downsize it, Yachty. Like you just said, you can only drive one.
I like cars.
I know.
I think it's all a stupid obsession. You know, even watches. Why do we have so many watches?
No, that's it. Now you talking about you. I
see.
see that thing over there.
Oh, you this little, you know, but why? Why do we need so many Pateks? You know, why do we need so? Why do we have?
That's
you know,
overworked there. I mean, you got that.
But why do we need so many? I don't even look at this for time. You know, like
no, you let people know your time valuable.
Yeah, that's true. That's true because I do. It's so crazy. When I am shopping, I feel like, you know, they kind of overlooking me as I'm standing there. I do sometimes kind of be like, y'all got any size 11 in here? And it's like,
Hey,
oh yeah,
hey,
see
you
that.
can
And
check
they start bringing stuff. I was like,
Yeah.
that's
They
what
the
I'm
know.
back for me real quick.
That's
yeah.
a great watch is a
Yeah.
conversation piece.
Absolutely.
They might not know who you are,
Yeah.
but they look at your wrist and they see a Rolex and they see an AP, they see a Patek.
Yeah.
They like, okay, a Vacheron.
A constant. They know they know you mean something.
Yes.
Yeah,
They might not know who you are, but we need to give this young man our undivided attention.
Absolutely.
And then they see the.
That's true. I
Yachty.
guess that's true. That's true.
I mean,
but I think you could do that with one watch. If you got one good one.
yeah.
I have too many watches. I don't even want to talk about it. But like, it's like, I got so many things that I could say. Like, what I do tell people is like, man, bro, save your money. Because I don't care about any of this stuff. I got thousands of tennis shoes that I'll never win. Eventually, they'll go bad. You know, like they will.
I
get
end
to
up
a
selling
point-
just sold like in November like 313 pair.
You feel me? Like, and it's just shit that you just do.
Yeah.
Right? Having all them cars, they go bad because the weather conditions. They're sitting outside. Fucking, I go through these different phases. Like one time I went through a phase. I bought every video game system console ever made. Why? And it wasn't like I was buying them, like just buying them used. Like I need them in pristine, brand new condition. So I was spending the top dollar, and it's just sitting in a corner. You know, I had a weird obsession with toys at one point, like collectibles, and it's just sitting in a box, and it's like in boxes, and it's like I spent like thousands and thousands. I go so crazy and obsessed, and then like I never do nothing with this stuff. So I always tell people like, right, even jewelry. In the beginning of my career, I was spending millions on custom jewelry that like is just worth nothing, you know. Or in my case,
It's only worth something to you.
well, in my case, my house got broken into. It was all taken, right? So it's like, it's just no point. Like, of course, spoil yourself and do good things for yourself and reward yourself, but don't overboard it. You know, like do something nice and enjoy it, and be like do something that's gonna make you more money. You know, because I've spent a lot of money on things that ain't. It brought me happiness in
It's
the
a
moment.
depreciating asset.
Absolutely, right? So like, but it's important to have people around. I say like when you get into an industry and you start making a name for yourself, surround yourself with people who have been there, you know, so that you can be pointed in certain directions by people who have been down that path before. Because when I came in, I didn't have anyone. Right? When QC first signed me, they were coming from an independent label to just now signing to becoming a major label, Capitol Records. And so, and before me, they had a lot of street artists, right? And so it was kind of like, we were same time coming into like a different level of money, right? Together. So like I didn't have no one over my shoulder like, do this with your money, do that with your money, don't buy that, that's dope. Excuse me, don't do that, don't do, no. I didn't have it, you know, but I grew up and caught a better understanding. But man, there's so many ways to take that money and make it backflip. For real.
You bought 2 neighbors' lake houses because they were too close to yours.
One.
What?
I bought one, and then I bought. You
said, hey, bro, let me get that off.
He was a nice guy. He threw a lot of parties. and he would always have these pool parties, and they were loud. And I look out my window, and they were always looking over at my house, like looking over there. And I was like, I hate it.
We're gonna watch 7 more minutes of this, and then we go on. This is it for part 1.
Because he had done told him, you know who lived next door.
Well, everyone in the neighborhood knew I lived there. It was weird, like, because people would come through in the boats blasting my music on the speakers to see if I'd come outside.
And did you go outside?
Hell no.
Oh, no.
It was like, even in the beginning, they used to bring me cookies to like my house before I got security. They cool though. It's just white people being white people.
Yeah, being neighborly, huh? Unless you like that couple in Ohio and ask why were you that's not your house. But we'll talk about that another day. Let me ask you this. Hold on, you spent $100,000 on veneers.
Yeah.
And $1 million on diamond?
Yeah, on the implants. 16 carats. Yeah.
Y'all, I mean, unless you smile really, really big, you can't see them.
You know what I'm saying? It's just,
the mind says everything. When you go up and talk to somebody, you always smiling and you laughing and you in people's face.
Yeah.
But you can't be the cavity creep now.
Man, nah, hell nah. But you know what I'm saying? Like, women love it.
They do. Women like a good. Oh, you have a pretty smile.
Women love a good smile, clean nails, smooth skin, and a good scent.
I was about to check them, but I ain't how to check them.
And I want to say they like
Got that pinky though.
a good physique too. But I'm starting to meet women who don't care anymore. Like I meet women who like chubby boys or like because you like what you like. But I think that
well, you can be chubby and young. You can't be chubby and old.
That's true.
Well, I mean, I gotta stay in the weight. I ain't gonna lie to you. I gotta stay in the weight room. I'm about to be 57, yachty. So you know.
And I think it's just accustomed to you probably at this point, right? Like is that not just a part of your resume?
It is, but I know like I'm aging out of a demographic. I'm aging into a demographic that I can't, you know what I'm saying? When I was in my 20s and 30s.
You can fuck around.
Yeah, now slim picking for you, boy.
That's true. That's true.
Damn,
Especially
y'all,
when
you
you.
supposed to say, no, you good.
Now, when you see, this the thing with people like you, man. Y'all get to a certain age and you still like them young. You like the same, You like the same age girls I like. You know
Okay,
what I'm saying? Right. So
right.
when you get to a certain age,
I'm getting old, but my eyesight's still young.
right? Okay, and with that, you got to uphold a certain way because you can't be old and sloppy.
You get one or the other.
Right.
Young and sloppy or old and in shape.
Exactly. Or you're gonna get old and in shape. Women.
No. Guess you got
Exactly. So we could do more more Instagram live experiences.
There you go. See, there you go, y'all.
Exactly.
That was just that was just audio.
If you know, you know.
Pat said that was for the visually impaired.
That was for those who do braille. Yeah, those. I get it. Okay, those who can't see.
I read where your monthly expenses were like $52K a month.
Oh,
You down now?
I'm double.
You double now?
Yeah.
You supposed to be going the other way, Yachty.
No, I'm at 100 now, for sure.
Oh man.
Yeah. Is that more than you?
Hell yeah.
Damn.
What you mean you're more than?
Yeah.
You supposed to be going 52.
I get it. Okay, those who can't see.
I read where your monthly expenses were like $52K a month.
Oh,
You down now?
I'm double.
You double now?
Yeah.
You supposed to be going the other way, Yachty.
No, I'm at 100 now, for sure.
Oh man.
Yeah. Is that more than you?
Hell yeah.
Damn.
Is that more than
What
you?
you mean you're more than way more than me?
Really?
Yes,
Way?
absolutely.
Always? You never was there?
No, I ain't got no
Say
money
always,
like
you
that.
never
I
really?
ain't had that money poured in like that. What does the future hold in business? Ask
So-
9
Always, you never was there. That
Ask
nigga's
Shay Shay.
stupid.
netsuite.com/Shay.
That's cap. Why did you say here capping me?
Yachty.
I'm gonna tell you one thing. I do. I'm a professional pocket watcher. All right? All I do is watch people. That's all I do.
Okay.
And last night I was on Club Shay Shay YouTube channel, and these views are substantial. And I know how YouTube payment goes, and I know how ad revenue goes. You do all right.
I do okay.
So, you do damn okay in capital letters. So we ain't gonna see and act like you don't do all right now. You do damn well.
I do pretty good.
You do pretty good. You do
Yes.
damn good. Yeah.
Yeah, CJ, who we've been together, CJ and I, he worked with me at Fox. And when I left, I brought him with me. He and I EP the show.
Yeah.
We've done a great job.
This podcast is, man, you are doing amazing things. I've never seen it. Well, I maybe fucking Buddy, but like ain't too many podcasts you can go down they whole and it's just like good views. I mean, your views look good.
We do the best high-tech cameras.
Yeah.
CJ and I, we come up with guests that we think are going to be very, very interesting, have a great story to tell.
Yeah.
The way we produce it, the graphics, the editing.
I mean, but it's also you. You know,
Yes.
you cutting yourself short. You are more than half of this show. You know, people come here because people respect you and people value you and value that their time is in good hands with you. So you play a big part.
I definitely allow them to tell their story.
Yeah.
And that's why the videos are so long, is because I'm not trying to, I only got an hour. I want you to tell your story in its entirety. And don't feel like I left something else. I wish I could have shared this with this individual. I like for people to tell their story.
And that's respectable.
Thank you. Investments. So now you got to invest something, y'all.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Clearly you invest in diamonds.
I invest in a lot of things. I don't want to talk about none of my investments, but
Crypto.
I did crypto. I was a scammer. I went to jail for scamming, right? So
Damn, how you scamming folk?
Man, I was poor, right? And so like I was buying Bitcoin in 2014. You know, we was buying Bitcoins and none of the other stuff, just solely Bitcoin, because that was how we went on the black web.
Yeah.
And that's how I bought your information. That's how I had your grandma's social. You know, you could only pay in Bitcoin. And it was dumb that then you get a Bitcoin back then for like $5,000.
Yes. 2,500.
Yeah.
Because I had a guy, and I was showing someone that a buddy of mine, and he's like, hey, I'm just doing this because, I like you. You're a good friend of mine. And I was like, just an opportunity to buy Bitcoin. He said, I can sell you 10 now, and I can sell you 10 every 6 months, but it'll cost you $2,500 a coin.
What year is this?
This is 2015.
Wow.
I didn't know anything about it, Yachty.
Wow.
So if I don't know anything about it, I say, nah, I can't do that, bro. I said, I can't do that.
So, I know how you feel now about that, though.
I'm sick. I'm sick. Because he's gonna sell me 10 coins at 2,500.
Was he a good friend? Did you trust him?
Yeah. I had met him about 5 or 6 times and saw him at different places. And so I was like, man, why not just buy 10? I mean, I wouldn't have been.
We do that though. I've done that so many times, and when you beat yourself up about it. But I think that's the thing in life. Sometimes you just gotta take those chances.
You do.
You know. But who would have knew? No. I wouldn't. I'm telling you, I was buying Bitcoin, and I'm talking about. I was buying it with no money. Like, had I knew to just keep an account and hold some of that stuff instead of buying credit information,
yeah,
I would have been a millionaire. You know. But I
way more.
But I would have never.
Cause what is the coin now? 100,000?
I think it went down a little bit, but yeah, it's way more.
Let's just say it's 80,000, and you could buy. I could buy 10 initial and then 10 every 6 months. Let's just say I buy 50.
Yeah, you would have been probably been doing something different right now.
Yeah. No, I still have been doing this, but
that's beautiful. Then
look, they would have never known I had Bitcoin.
Yeah,
but there'd have been signs.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I come to work on an elephant.
Right.
There's a sign.
You come to work on an elephant. There's a sign.
I'm not saying. I'm just saying. I want an elephant.
Or should we pass the market chat?
Absolutely, I get it for sure.
Yes,
I get it. They would know why I'm Lil Yachty. I'd ride y'all everywhere.
Let me ask you a question, because I think we both get this. Happens a lot with us. Is that friends?
Damn. Y'all probably know. I wanted to leave it at a good cliffhanger. Y'all probably know what he about to say. Chad, that's the first part, man. We're gonna get into the second part tomorrow, or probably later on today. But man, comment down below what you want me to react to, man. It's gonna be the end of the video. Appreciate all the likes, man. Just leave a like, man, if you fuck with me, if you had a laugh, or you got motivated off the video. It didn't have to be me. And just leave a like, man. I appreciate you, man. And I'm gonna see y'all next time.